today's video, we will find out if we can win the first Stanley Cup in franchise history. This is it, Stanley Cup Finals. Sorry for the cooked mic, but it's gonna have to do for this episode. If you guys want this episode out, if you don't want it out, we can just quit. But yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, and without further ado, let's see who gets in, the Golden Knights or the Avalanche. Potential to beat the two greatest storylines ever, so I'm glad it's happening. On one side, you got Colorado, who took the Quebec City Nordiques away from Quebec and then won a cup in their first year there. And then the Vegas Golden Knights, the team that I hate the most. So this would be perfect either way. Still have not played their game, so there we go. The Colorado Avalanche just beat the Vegas Golden Knights, so we have the old Quebec team against the new Quebec team. Oh my god. Even write a story like this. Well, they have Casey Mittelstadt here, who has 9 points in 13 games. Nathan MacKinnon has 24 points in 13 games. And then Marty Necas has 23 points in 15 games. This team has a lot of cup winners. Arturi Lehkonen, Stanley Cup champion. Ross Colton, champion with the Lightning. Valeri Nichushkin. That is a line full of champions. They have Miles Wood here. They have Charlie Coyle, a veteran. They have Logan O'Connor, champion. They have Victor Olofsson, Jack Drury, and Daniel Sprong. Defense, Devon Taves and Cale Makar, the best pair in the NHL. Josh Manson, Sam Girard. Their third pair is a bit weak, but that's their only weakness, basically. And in net, they finally have a goalie in Mac Blackwood, and they have one of the nastiest power plays in the league. Before we get into it, let's talk about our team here. Look at our team. We signed Connor McDavid. We pick up these two guys in the draft. Dawson Mercer turns into a 70-point player, and then William Karlsson has a career resurgence at 33. Jake Neighbors here turned into a 35-goal player. Charles Owens, the first ever draft pick, picking him up second overall, and now he's the second-line center on a Stanley Cup final team. And then we trade for Trevor Moore at the trade deadline. 12 points in 17 games. That's a pretty good trade deadline pickup. We have Burakovsky here, who we picked up in the expansion draft. Shane Pinto was our first-line center last year. Arthur Kaliev, 7 goals in these Stanley Cup playoffs. Podkolzin has 6 goals on the fourth line. This team is absolutely nasty. On defense, we have Thomas Harley, 8 point per game in the playoffs, has the born leader X Factor, could very well be the captain if Connor McDavid ever requests a trade or leaves. Yeah, we have Brandon Carlo, who does not get his flowers, but he's great defensively. Darren Radish, Mr. Clean. We have Rasmus Sandin, Eric Brandstrom. We picked up Vlasic, the veteran. And then we have Gustafsson and Soderblom. He gets enough credit, but shout out Philip Gustafsson, man. This dude been an absolute game changer. Over 900 save percentage in both years, which we will take. And these playoffs, he has risen to become one of the best goalies in the NHL. And all we need out of him is 4 more wins. And Rick Tocchet, shout out Rick Tocchet, first year, gets an expansion team to the Stanley Cup Finals. Why am I making a whole video on the Stanley Cup Finals? Well, we are going to watch every single game and see what happens. Whatever happens, happens. If we lose, we lose. If we win, we win. But this is our first ever Stanley Cup Finals. Our first game is at home. Let's go out there and get this bread, boys. Make sure to like, subscribe, and without further ado, let's get into the 2026 Stanley Cup Finals. This is so crazy. You never thought you'd see a Stanley Cup Final game played in Quebec City before GTA 6, but it's happening. We have made the Stanley Cup Final, and let's see if we can win 4 more games, fellas. Connor McDavid versus Nathan MacKinnon on the biggest stage, and we are underway. But you know what? This is what we do for the content. Brandon Carlo shooting, that one's blocked. Devon Taves, Dawson Mercer is going to steal. William Karlsson out front. Oh my god! What a start for the Quebec City Nationals. William Karlsson, baby. Play by Dawson Mercer, our superstar. Our first ever 30-goal, 70-point player. And he finds the assistant captain, William Karlsson, who is a Stanley Cup champion. He knows how to get it done on the biggest stage. And we are up 1-0. Shane Pinto wins the draw. Brandstrom back for Vlasic. Vlasic tip right on. Big block there. Kaliev scores! Arthur Kaliev, baby, and it's 2-0 for the Quebec City Nationals. Oh my god, Mr. 41 games, Shane Pinto, what a feed, and Arthur Kaliev with his 8th of the playoffs, an absolute nip, top cheddar, and Blackwood might be taking Blackwood after this game because we are up 2-0. Pass it, Sandine. Oh, that's stolen by Natchez, Marty Natchez here. Here's Middlestad, Casey Middlestad gonna walk in, Middlestad at the end, Middlestad, what a block by Sandine, saving a goal, and we go into the second up 2-0. First period by the boys, cannot complain about that. But these Colorado Avalanche are Stanley Cup champions. They know how to get it done on the biggest stage. So we're going to see what we can do here against this team. Let's just keep the lead for Harley. Up for Mercer, Dawson Mercer, 10 seconds left. Dawson Mercer gonna walk in. Here's McDavid, Connor McDavid. Oh man, that was so close. And we are gonna go into the third period with still a 2-0 lead. Oh man, third period, we are 1 period away from winning our first ever Stanley Cup Finals game. So let's see if we can do that, boys. Let's go. 1 minute to go here in the Stanley Cup Finals. The net is pulled for these Colorado Avalanche. Jack Drury, oh my god, I didn't even notice. I was too busy changing the lines. Full pressure for the Avalanche. Nathan McKinnon, what a save by Gustafson. Oh my god. We have one. I don't know how much to go. Owens shooting at the empty net. He misses the empty net. Chad Owens misses the empty net. Charles Owens, my fault, but William Karlsson will ice this game, baby. We just won game number 1. Oh my god, I totally forgot this is an option. Jason Zucker is back. And what do we even do? Like, actually, what do we do? Where does Jason Zucker even play? I mean, Parsonen literally has 67 face-offs, so it's not like putting anyone else here is a disservice, you know what I'm saying? I think we swap out Parsonen for Zucker. I know it seems stupid, like, oh, the team's playing so well. You just have to. Like, this team is just too nasty. I know it takes away the +1. But Jason Zucker is just such a good player that he just has to be on this team if given the opportunity. So, you know, hopefully this doesn't mess things up too much. Looks like Jason Zucker ruins the penalty kill. So that is very unfortunate. I know it might be a mistake. But Jason Zucker is an 84 overall player on the 4th line. There is no way that is not an advantage. That took me like 30 minutes, so we're gonna, you know, jump into third periods, you know, jump into close games, but we're not going to, you know, watch every single game, you know what I'm saying? We had to do it for game 1 though, but we are here in game 2 against these Colorado Avalanche. Let's see what we can do. If we can go up 2-0 in the Stanley Cup Finals, that would be absolutely massive. And first period, no score. That is very, very interesting. Oh my goodness, what is happening? And that is the first goal of the series for the Colorado Avalanche, Daniel Sprong. But who else? The captain, the best player in the world, Connor McDavid, scores. Victor Olofsson, Valerie Nichushkin, these guys are just piling it on. Vasily Podkolzin, though, gets us back in it with a power play goal, a major second period. And Shane Pinto, Mr. 41 games, ties it up late. Here we go, a deciding third period power play for the Colorado Avalanche, and Samuel Girard is going to score with that as a back burner. Oh my god, we might actually lose, fellas, in game number 2 here. We're going to stop the sim here with 3 minutes to go. Let's watch this game out and see what happens. Left, 40 seconds left. Our first line is about to get out there. What is going on? Great play by Brandon Carlo. We are going to pull the goalie now. William Karlsson gonna walk right in. McDavid. Oh my god, that was close. I think it's like kind of stupid to do it now because they just got on the ice. But I don't think there's gonna be another situation where we get to use our timeout and get these fresh players out there with the goalie pulled. So 6-on-5 here. Can we find a late equalizer here in this one and send it to overtime potentially? Let's see what we can do. Connor McDavid is going to win the draw. Thomas Harley shooting, that one's off. Here's McDavid. Marty Natchez with a nice play, but McDavid's going to get back. Kaliev shoots. Big save by Mackenzie Blackwood. Connor McDavid, that is captain right there. 55 hits, leads the league. Leads the playoffs in points for sure. Leads our team in goals, assists, points, hits, everything. Basically, Brandon Carlo. That one was close. McDavid for Harley. Thomas Harley, that's deflected wide. 17 seconds left. Kaliev going to play for Carlo. Brandon Carlo going to try and play it to the middle. Harley shooting. Oh my god, that was close. 10 seconds left. McKinnon is going to steal the puck. And I think that'll do it for game number 2. The Colorado Avalanche equalize the series. We are headed to Colorado, the Mile High City, and seeing if we can steal a game back in Colorado. It is going to be tough with the altitude, but William Karlsson scores after Ross Colton scores for the Avalanche. This is back and forth exciting hockey. Nathan MacKinnon will score on the power play to make it 2-1. I think that's his first goal of the series, to be honest, so we've done a great job so far, but this guy can score in bunches. Second period here, let's see what happens, fellas. Oh man, the shots are going crazy. Mr. Clean with a shot. Look at these peppermints from the right side. I don't know what's going on. We are only shooting pucks from the right side power play, and we cannot get anything done on the power play, and it is 2-1 heading into the third. Boys, this is a big period for us. Oh man, they just got a power play, but I don't even know what's happening. This is way too confusing. We're going to go back to the goals here. The shots are basically even, and Charles Owens, the second overall pick, scores a massive goal, baby. Let's go. We need to see what's happening. Nathan MacKinnon, are you joking me? And I tried to pause the simulation and it didn't pause. Great fucking job, EA Sports. So crazy. Jason Zucker might be the reason we lose the Stanley Cup. That is actually crazy. An 80 overall player plays way better than an 84. I mean, you know what? It like half makes sense, but it does not at the same time. But you know what? We're going to go back to the lines that got us here, and we're going to see what happens if we can turn it around here in Game 4. If we go down 3-1, fellas, you can basically call it a wrap. So we need everybody to step up here, not just our captain, McDavid. Oh my god. Literally as I said it, Connor McDavid is the best player in the NHL. Might be the best player in NHL history. No joke. That is actually aura right there. That is insane. The boys are buzzing to start the first period, but we only have one goal to show for it, unfortunately, through the first. Come on, boys. We need that second one. That second one is so massive. And I don't know who's going to get a power play for the Colorado Avalanche, and that one goes nowhere. Another power play. Stay out of the box, guys. What are we doing right now? The Colorado Avalanche have tied us in shots, but we make it to the second period. Still 1-0. Third period, and Miles Wood scores. That sucks. We needed that second goal, and we did not get it. Now the Colorado Avalanche have a tie game. We are heading into the last 10 minutes. Charlie Coyle scores. Are you joking me? We have 3 minutes to go. Let's jump in and try and salvage something. So many storylines that we have to follow here in this game. Like, is Jason Zucker going to be the reason an entire franchise loses a Stanley Cup? It is so hard to get back here. Like, oh my god. I don't think I've lost a Stanley Cup final in NHL 25 yet. So this would also be a first. I don't know if I want this team to be the one to do that. And, well, let's go to game number 5, I guess. This is a life lesson for all of you guys here. Never mess with something. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And you know what? We have maybe the best coach in the entire NHL. Screw chemistry, screw everything. Best lines. We're going to see what happens. So it looks like Neighbors and Mercer are on that top line. William Karlsson's to the third. Owens is to the fourth. Rick Tocchet does not like his young players. Shakir walks into the team for his first ever game in Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals. That is a crazy call. Normally I would jump in and watch the whole game, but I have a strong feeling for some reason we are going to lose. But Jake Neighbors, Mr. 35 goals, starts us off right. Sam Gerard scores, boys. Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Trevor Moore scores for us. Trade deadline acquisition. I know this is already crazy, but I don't know. I just feel like we're going to lose. I know it's not the mentality you should have going into as an elimination game. Mr. 41 games, Shane Pinto scores. Charlie Coyle, are you joking? Of action in 20 minutes. Haha, that is not what she said. Anyways, at least in, my case. But let's keep it going here, fellas. Second period. Let's see what's going to happen. But man, Connor McDavid, the captain himself. I was about to say in the last game before Devontae has rudely interrupted me that what does this do to Connor McDavid's legacy if he loses another Stanley Cup final? I know Gretzky lost one right before he won one, but losing two on two different franchises is a very interesting way to portray your career, Mr. McDavid. But we're going to see what happens here. We're going to slow it down a little bit. We're going to see if we need to spectate anything. But we might be going to a game number 6, fellas. And that is exactly what is happening. Let's go. Man, we survive. Somehow, some way. Shane Pinto, first star of the game. You absolutely love to see it. I would edit the lines back to what we had. But I trust in Rick Tocchet. We went out and got Rick Tocchet for a reason. One of the best coaches in the entire NHL. And man, this is a tough decision. But I'm going to let Rick Tocchet cook here. And hopefully he can win us Game 6 and Game 7. For Colorado, it is the Colorado Avalanche taking on the Quebec City Nationals. Game 6. That is a sick presentation by the Avs. I'm about to spend the next hour of my life watching virtual hockey to see if the Quebec City Nationals can pull it out, pause, and win, and come back from 3-1. Thomas Harley almost scored. He's going to pass it out for 28. That's a mess. That is a mess. I'm going to feed McKinnon through his own. Martin Necas in the street. And Martin Necas opens the scoring here in Game 6. It is 1-0 Colorado. Brandstrom for Neighbors getting the body, but here's McDavid, Connor McDavid at the end of the period. Brandstrom feeds Mercer. 2 seconds. David shooting rounds off. We will go to the second period down by 1. Shane Pinto might have had some money on this game, who knows. But he takes an interference penalty here in the second. We are going to send this Colorado power play to the power play. I don't know what I just said, but it is not good either way. Power play, Colton gonna keep it on page. Slap shot by Jake McCoy. Reckoning for Colton. Back for John. Reckoning trying to go in front, and Logan O'Connor will make it 2-0 on the power play. Rick Tocchet is fuming. 2-0 here in Game 6. It is a big hill to climb. I believe in the boys. They've shown resistance. They've shown resilience. We gotta do it one more time here, and then another time if we get to Game 7. We're gonna wind it up for Harley. Thomas Harley gonna walk in. Dawson Mercer shooting that one off by Nancy. Oh my God, Valerie Nichushkin just got a breakaway. Valerie Nichushkin into the backhand. This game is probably over. I think we're just gonna, do the smart thing. Go back to the lines that worked for us and see what happens if we run these lines. The defense, I think it's the exact same. I can't really switch the boys. But yeah, I think we're just going to go with these forward lines that have taken us all the way here and see what happens. Okay, we are down 3-0. It is not ideal, but you know what? I believe in the boys. We can come back. Oh man, this is do or die. We are down 3. We need to score 4 goals in, 1 and however many periods. We need to score 4 goals. So can we do it? Make sure you guys stay till the end of the video to find out. No pressure for the boys. Oh my god, right as we start recording, the boys get shafted. Here's Logan O'Connor. Miles Wood shooting. Big save by Gustafson, and he will hang on. Jim Carlson gonna run into McDonald every time I start recording. Fucking old McDonald takes the puck from William Carlson. What is going on here? Victor Olofsson is playing defense in the year 2026. What is going on here? Yeah, I know we're going to be sore losers, but it's okay. David, nice shot, to be honest with the goal right now. And we are going to call a timeout. Oh boy, the Stanley Cup is right there, and it's about to go to the Colorado Avalanche right in front of our faces. They stole our first franchise. They're about to steal a Stanley Cup from us now. That is great. One day we are going to be back here and learn our lessons, but let's see if we have it in us to tie the game here. McDavid shot. That one's saved. Blackwood gonna play it out. Here's McKinnon. 4 Natchez. Marty Natchez in. Shoots. That one's off. 50 seconds left, and that is the game. That is so crazy how Connor McDavid has captained 2 teams to lose in the Stanley Cup Finals. What does that do for his legacy? The Jason Zucker thing, one of the worst things that any GM has ever done, probably. That is so crazy how a team is so hot and they just lose by adding an 84 overall player. Like, yeah, I mean, Jason Zucker's not coming back. You know, this means we have to boost the team more. William Carlson's getting old. We have to find a new guy to play on that top line. Right, we probably have to get better on defense, even though I really like our defense. Oh man, McDavid almost just scored that. He deserves a Stanley Cup. We will get Connor McDavid a Stanley Cup. And oh my god, we have a fight. Old McDonald against Brandon Carlo. I didn't expect a fight with 10 seconds left in the Stanley Cup Final. I don't care if you guys can hear my controller mashing. I don't care. Old McDonald, you are going back to your farm, buddy. There is no way Old McDonald is about to beat me in a fight. Sit the fuck down, Old McDonald. Sit the fuck down. Your name is probably James, because you're probably sleeping with dudes. I know you are for a fact. I don't even know. Jacob. Yeah, of course you're sleeping with dudes. Oh, I had to get that adrenaline on me, boys. But, yeah. This is a crazy end. I didn't expect us to actually lose a Stanley Cup Final. You know, I thought we could, you know, rig it like all the other NHL YouTubers out there. But, you know, we learned our lesson and we will be back next year. But for now, congrats to the Colorado Avalanche. And I'll see you guys in the off season where we make our team way better.